Hopefully this thing is on. I'm going to try to do this in as little or as close to like one take as possible. But what's going on, y'all? It's 2026. If you are thinking of starting a TCG business, you've come to the right spot. I want to try to help you out by doing that, but who am I? Let's talk a little bit about it. So my name is Nate, aka Kong Gone Wrong, TTV, Twitch TV. So I am a Twitch affiliate streamer. Doesn't mean that I stream all the time. I definitely don't. I started back in 2021, and I probably stream maybe a couple times a year at best. Life gets busy, life gets hectic. My background's in social work. I also am a real estate investor and a father of two. So with all that stuff that we had going on, it just never really took off in the trajectory that I wanted it to. But what I did realize is that I wanted to find a way to be able to connect with my son, who's 12. And real estate was fun. Real estate's fine. We had a great time doing that, and we still do that. But taking me back to my childhood, Pokemon was something that I really, really enjoyed. And he realized that Pokemon was something that he also enjoyed. And when he brought that to me, the sky was the limit. I'm just like, dude, I think we might be able to create something very cool. And so we want to talk a little bit about our journey and what it looks like, where we're at now. And we also want to bring you guys along on the journey and then try to see if we can help you guys out. So who are we? We are Jungle Games ENT. And what do? We sell trading cards. So rather it is One Piece, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Lorcana, doesn't matter. If you are thinking of trying to start that in 2026, I think we've come up with a pretty good framework, and we've got some pretty good policies and procedures that we've put in place that we've made a lot of mistakes in the very beginning. We started around June 20th, and we were spending way too much money on shipping. That was one of the big headaches. We were getting all of the wrong envelopes that we were supposed to do. At one point, we were like double printing things that was costing us extra money. Like, we've made a lot of mistakes, and we've made these mistakes so that way you guys don't have to. And so my hope is that you guys can learn from some of the stuff that we've done over a course of, I think we'll just call it like a mini series, as well as if you guys have other questions, bring them to us. And so a little bit more credibility check. Shout out to Poke and Eve. Some of the other things that we've done is I have a podcast that we run called Forge and Fire. I've seen other YouTubers do this pretty consistently to where they point on the screen and something pops up. So I'm going to point right here and say, please check this out, Forge and Fire. It's where we've interviewed different entrepreneurs, and I'm hoping to be able to get some new amazing guests on there as well to talk about their journey, their struggle, their trials and tribulations, and some of the things that they've learned and had to overcome to be able to create successful businesses. So that's something else that we're working on right now to be able to continue that, to be able to continue to bring that to you as well. But hey, let me pause for a quick second, because I have to give a shout out to R. We're going to call this person R. And what was going on with R? Well, December was our biggest month for sales. And shout out to the store. Shout out to everybody that's out there that helped and supported us over time and time again. We had just the month of December over 440 sales. Crazy, bananas, and it was amazing. And again, we thank you guys so much. It was awesome. But one of the things that did happen that didn't start off so well is we were sending things out in a mailer, and the mailer got lost. We had somebody reach out to us on TCGplayer, and they were just like, hey, package never arrived. And we think that it may have gotten lost in the mail, and what can we do? Well, we use TCGplayer a lot. Again, we're level 4 sellers. And so we wanted to make sure that we provide the best customer service experience as possible, right? So we issued a refund, and we're like, we're so sorry. And if it does happen to show up, just let us know, and we can try to figure it out from there. Well, they were like, and so blown away by the way that we were just handling the situation with professionalism, that they reached out and said, hey, we kind of want to pay it forward, and we want to thank you, Jungle Games, for all of the kindness that you've shown us. That what we've noticed on your store that you have this card right here, this Infernape, and hopefully the glare is not too bad. And they said, hey, what we want to do is we want to purchase this card, and we want you to put it out into one of your upcoming orders, and we just want to pay it forward. And we thank you so much for that. That means the world to us. This is why we do this. We love trying to bring the community together. We love doing shout outs. We love trying to help, and we love just trying to be able to promote that good feeling, right? So that will be going out. So if you've ordered from us, be on the lookout, because it could be coming to you. So with that being said, and the story also ended even better because the envelope did show up. They were able to complete their master set. Shout out to them on that. They reached back out to us. Congratulations. That is awesome. Proud of you and your family for it. But yeah, so with that being said, to bring it all back around, I want to try to help out. From June 20th to the end of July, we were able to go from level 1 to level 4. And we want to dive in to talk a little bit about some of the differences that you'll see between level 1, how much you can list, what some of the fees will look like, some of the things that you're not able to use when it comes to like mass pricing and different tactics like that you do unlock when it comes to level 4, where you're also going to be able to list unlimited amounts, where the fees then change even slightly. You'll get a pro site that you'll be able to utilize from TCGplayer that helps, that you can be able to change your not only your shipping costs, but the amount that it's going to cost for fees that they're going to take out, because on the pro seller site, those fees are not as high as when somebody just finds you normally. We're going to talk all about that. So what we want to do is help you guys out by talking about a lot of the things that we've gone through, a lot of the trials and tribulations, and some of the fun stuff that we found out. We want to pass it to you guys. If you've stayed this far into the video, what I want you guys to go ahead and do is put in the exclamation point hashtag 2026. Hashtag 2026 if you stayed this long. Some of the other things that we've gotten from social media, and again, I'm going to point at the screen. Hopefully something comes up. Otherwise, I'm going to look kind of foolish. But podcast and social media. Here's some of the social media stuff that we've done. Follow us. But some of the other things that we've done and some of the other questions that we've gotten is what it looks like when you get a lot. So let's just say you pick up a lot. Well, I guess. At what percent do you buy at? For us, we like 70 to 72 at most for singles. We're also now branching out to start doing sealed. www.junglegamesent.com. So junglegamesent.com. Check us out. And we want to just sort of talk a lot about what it takes, how much time and effort you should be putting into your business, what the mindset needs to be, because we're all busy. We've all got our lives outside of the trading card games, but we're having a lot of fun with it. But how much time and energy do we want to dedicate over here? How much time should I spend when it comes to shipping? How much money do I spend when it comes to shipping? Again, that was something that we had absolutely no idea. We were spending way too much. But again, we made those mistakes so that way you guys don't have to. Another question that we had is what it looks like to be able to package your orders when you're using, I'll reach right up here, these stamps right here, and you're trying to put them on, you're trying to utilize an envelope. Got one right here, you got a hole cut in the side, and you just got to figure out how to go ahead and fold it the right way and what tape you want to use, and you got your insert and what you put on your insert. Let's talk about it. Let's go ahead and dive in. So there's going to be videos to come, and I want to make sure that we're providing you guys with as much value as possible that you guys will be able to take into your business and hopefully implement. And then from there, let's also talk a little bit about what it takes for social media. How much time should we be dedicating to making content, to editing videos? How much time do we want to do for utilizing Instagram, to TikTok, to YouTube, to shorts, to longs? We'll dive into that stuff as well. And for me, one of my biggest hurdles, let's talk about it, was doing long form content for a long time. And I had a shout out to some of the greats. I'll get right back, bring it on full circle, but shout out to some of the greats. Pokepaster, we've got DJ's Poke Center. Shout out to you guys, man. Talking to you guys, inspiring. Even though I had a podcast, even though I've done social media, and you guys will see us on some of the real estate stuff that I've done and some of the other stuff that I've done, but trying to make long form content was just one of the biggest hurdles. And I had to figure out how to change my mindset to be able to say, okay, Nate, just get over it. Just get it done. Get over your first couple, because the algorithm is algorithming, and it's probably not even a real word, but we're just going to use it. Just go with it. But it's going to take at least 10 to 15 videos before you really start going. And if you don't make that very first video, you're never going to hit that 10 to 15 mark, right? So I've had trouble. I've had struggles. I've had trials and tribulations trying to even get to this point to be able to make a video. So, and I want to let you guys know that even though it seems scary in the very beginning, we can work together. We can try to make this stuff happen. And we're always stronger together. And one of the mottos that we like to use is relationships over transactions. We put that on all of our stuff that we're sending out. It comes into our little signature line. We're sending out emails. And that's really what we believe. That's part of our philosophy here at Jungle Games ENT, is that we want to build the community, want to build that relationship with folks to be able to hopefully be able to make repeat customers, but more importantly, be able to have some friends that want to be able to talk and support and bring us up and uplift us. So that's what we're working towards. That's what we want to make sure that we're trying to bring you guys along for as well. Some other things is, what does it look like when you take sealed product? Now that we're starting to dive into more sealed product, what size envelope or what size of the box do you actually use? What kind of bubble mailers and what kind of bubble wrap do you put around? Let's dive into all of that. We're still learning it. So as we continue to move forward, and we continue to build and grow, we'll continue to provide content that hopefully is going to help you guys out. So, with that being said, again, I am Nate, aka Kong Gone Wrong TTV. You're tuned in. Welcome to the jungle. We're going to see you guys in the next one. Y'all take care. Peace.